I was inspired to write a letter to President Obama after watching a video by Thomas Hodge on his channel Prevention of Gay Abuse, link on the sidebar. I have decided I want to share what I have written with YouTube, so I'll read it now. Dear Mr. President Obama, I am writing you today to urge you to put your speeches and promises into action for the LGBT community by applying pressure and urgency on Congress. We need proactive work to repeal the Defense of Marriage Act, as well as the outdated military policy of don't ask, don't tell. We can look to guidance from our many allies where their lesbian and gay soldiers serve openly. It is time for the Office of the President to create a patchwork of equality across all the states to help forge a climate of mutual understanding and respect. It is inspiring to hear your promise of support in battles to gain and protect our rights from being stripped away. Your desk is incredibly full with the faltering economy and two ill-advised wars from the previous administrations. But the LGBT community is under siege and war as we speak. Hard-fought victories are being repealed and civil rights and equality destroyed virtually overnight. The White House was given opportunities to speak out against the hateful initiatives recently in Maine and Washington state, yet you stood silent on the sidelines. In fact, some will say your silence may have contributed to the end of equal marriage in Maine. After all, for a country at war, shouldn't we reach out and embrace more love as a foundation of peace and encouragement in our society? It's been bittersweet, as in my home state of Washington, Referendum 71 was defeated, keeping everything but marriage domestic partnerships in place. My heart and empathy go out to the people of Maine that chose a regressive action and huge step backward by repealing equal marriage. In fact, this referendum affects all Americans as it continues to show the world our collective homophobia and hatred of our own citizens. What frustrates me a lot and brings me distress is knowing that just 38 miles to the north, in Canada, they have had equal marriage for over 5 years now and domestic partnerships for 10 years. In fact, they have hate crime laws, full equality, and universal health care. Sadly, as a proud American, I feel I am a second-class citizen, as equality in marriage is not available, including all the rights, protections, responsibility, and obligations that come with it. At home, even in a more liberal-minded state and city, even holding my partner's hand in public can bring about fear and anxiety instead of peace and happiness. As you can see, we have a long way to go, but I strongly encourage you to take a leadership role by working with representatives and senators in your party to legislate long-lasting change now. Sincerely, Matthew Simons. I hope this inspires others to write not only the President, but their other elected officials to help and urge them to stand up for equality for the LGBT community. For without the pressure to stand up for what is right, as equality is always right, those in positions of power will never fully exercise that power to achieve the good that it is capable of bringing about.